I'm sorry, Mrs. Baxter. My office does not give out that information.
But I am Angela's mother, and I know she has been to see you. I mean, I have a brochure for expectant mothers right here in my hand with your name and address on it.
My office gives out a number of pamphlets on gynecological problems.
Yes, well, my gynecologist does the same thing, and that's the point. I mean, she could have gone to see you. Instead, she goes whooping off to Landview to see you.
I can't comment on that, Mrs. Baxter.
I'm not interested in comments, Miss Dr. Ferris. What I want to know is whether or not my daughter is pregnant.
Mrs. Baxter, why not speak to your daughter? I'm sorry, but she's the only one who can answer your questions.
All right. Thank you very much. For nothing.
Angie? Good morning, Mom. Did you see my biochemistry book?
Yes, I saw your biochemistry book, and this fell out, and I would like you to explain it.
I think it's a bit much of you to accuse me of being selfish, Erica, when all in the world I want to do is go to work.
Mother, don't you understand? I have to organize my entire life.
Usually that means that you want me to take a hem and a dress for you.
Mother, that kind of sarcasm is totally uncalled for.
Look, sweetheart, you barge in here when I'm on my way to work, and you simply demand that I stay here.
Mother, I don't think you're listening to me. I am about to write my autobiography.
Yes, my dear, you've told me that.
Well, I could do a whole chapter on how you never listened to me.
But I thought you told me that Nicky was getting you a ghostwriter.
He already has. His name is Michael Roy.
Well, you never mentioned that.
Well, how can I mention anything to you when you're so ready to run out the door?
Sweetheart, you know how I hate to be late for work. Now, I suggested that we get in the car and drive on to the hospital.
Mother,
we can chat on the way
sit down right
there.
now and listen to me. I'm going to scream. I'm going to write you right out of the book. I'm going to tell everybody that you couldn't possibly be my real mother.
All right, now please don't get hysterical. Come on, tell me about this writer.
Okay. Well, I told you his name is Michael Roy. I never heard of him either. I mean, I never knew anything about him before I met him. He didn't know anything about me either, which was really shocking, you know? Except that he did tell me he's been writing his own book in South America for the last couple of years.
Well, that might account for the fact that he hadn't heard about you.
Oh, well, see, that's another reason why my book is just so important, Mother. Because I want everybody to know who I am. Everybody's got to know who I am. This book is going to save me from being just an empty trademark.
Well, now, that's fine if he's a good writer, Erica. He should be able to
Mother, no matter how good he is, he cannot write about me out of thin air. And that's why I need you. Because you've got tons of material on me. You've got everything. You've got scrapbooks and you've got photographs.
Photographs? Oh, my goodness. Honey, I have a picture of you playing a butterfly in kindergarten.
Oh, Mother.
I have your prom pictures. I have all of the
Mother,
pictures of
those
your
are not
various
going to be usable.
play.
Mother, they're not usable. What I really want to have is all the pictures of me with Daddy. Because he was the most important person in my whole life.
Yes, of course.
Oh, and you kept every piece of publicity on me, didn't you?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have trunks full. I never threw out anything that had to do with you.
Oh, well then see, you can tell. It's going to take the whole day to organize all this stuff. So, will you please get on the phone to Dr. Tyler? Please, Mother, tell him you can't go to work. Tell him that I need you desperately.
All right, honey. I guess I could wait and do the letters for him this evening.
Oh, thank you. Great, thanks. Oh, by the way, Mother, did that jeweler, Mr. Manville, ever call you?
No, what for?
He hasn't called at all. Boy, that really ticks me off.
Well, what would he be calling me about?
About my brooch. About the brooch Kent gave me. I told you, didn't I? I was having it made into a pendant.
Yes, you did, but you didn't mention it. I don't know what happened.
Well, I don't know, Mother. I mean, I told him to call you as soon as it was ready. I gave him your number.
Well, then, obviously, sweetheart, he just hasn't finished the job.
I know, Mother. That is why I am so annoyed. Because he knows how anxious I am to have it.
Finally finished this brooch for Erica Kane.
Oh, Ian, it's really lovely. So unusual.
You don't know the half of it. Here, look at this.
It's a locket.
Not just any ordinary locket. There's a hidden compartment back here. I just found it.
She didn't tell you about it?
I don't even think she knows it exists.
Well, Wouldn't whoever gave it to her tell her about it? A secret compartment would make it much more fun.
Not in this case. Here, take a look for yourself. You'll see what I mean.
Oh, no.
I know. Gave me the creeps, too. That's why I think she doesn't even know about it. I wonder if I should tell her.
No, Ian, I wouldn't. Don't get involved, please. Yeah.
I don't know, Molly.
Oh, that's a pamphlet I got for my research.
This is a pamphlet on prenatal care. You told me Dr. Ferris was a specialist in organic chemistry.
Well, he is.
Angie, Dr. Ferris is a gynecologist.
So, he's also happens to be very knowledgeable in other areas of medicine.
No. I mean, too many things are falling into place. I mean, your nervous stomach lately, the fact that you passed out at the steam pit, that wasn't because you were drinking too much beer.
What are you talking about, Mom?
I think you're pregnant. Well, are you? Oh, Angie, we've been so close. Honey, please, don't lie to me.
Mom, I don't want to lay any more trouble on you.
That I'm right? Oh, baby. Don't you know the trouble just gets worse when you try to hide it?
Well, Mom, I couldn't tell you and Daddy because you've gone through so much trouble already over Jesse and me.
Never mind about your father and me. How could you let this happen?
I didn't think.
Oh, baby. After all the talks that we've had about the dangers and the problems of being an unwed mother.
But I'm not.
Angie, you just admitted that you're pregnant. Now,
Mom, Jesse and I have been married since April.
Spending time together in a special way, side by side we two sharing dreams that happen every day. It's that special time, yours and mine, as close as we can.
Welcome home, Mama.
It's that special feeling for you and me. That special feeling on ABC.
Oh, things like time. Oh, dear.
Oh, PC, what brings you here this early?
Well, your chauffeur and your car, and I had Aldo parked right out there in front of your door just to remind you of the lovely present I brought you.
See, that's silly. You can't have him just sit outside my door, you know? No, I mean, if I want him, I'll call him.